SquashFit TV, episode 3, here we go. Miss targets and you pay the price. At high level, you simply just have to hit targets. So we've got a rally here and we're going to try and place the ball to difficult positions. There's a short drive. Now, if we can run the ball so it stays in the back, it'd be fantastic. But what happens, it's overhit and it comes off the back wall. There's no body stress at all on her opponent and she's easily able to just get back into the rally. So once again, here we go. Here's some opportunity. It's a deep drive, pitching deep and running, or cross-court wide. She doesn't clear the volley. This is a reflex volley and it's just pushed up down the back and the outcome is a setup. This is a setup in a wonderful position. So when you get the positions, just make the most of your shots. We have a one-step clock movement. This is fantastic. The 9 is a control, meaning that you go back to the position number 9 every second swing. You don't go back to the tee, so you can practice moving from every single different direction. It's just such a wonderful exercise. Get into it. I think you'll love it. So we all know the split step is the best way to move off the tee, but if you pump off the tee with your split step, and that means that you actually start your split step early. So rather than getting to the tee and then jumping and split stepping, we basically try and move in and pump straight off that split step. So you need to start very early, so it's on that last step as you step in, and you time it when your opponent hits the ball. So it's the pump or the drive. It's a real sudden push off the movement. So you push off your outside foot and you move through. You can put a bit more pressure on your opponent by moving back in towards the back wall, so they need to cut back wider, which causes more grief for them, by the way. So it's a wonderful little exercise. Grab your mate, get into it and try this, and it's a really great way to train. It's quite taxing if you do this at speed, and you'll find your just footwork will become magnificent. So get into it, pump off the tee. I'm going to take a look at a forehand cross-court volley with deception, and it's just such a great skill to have, and you need this once you get to a certain level because the deception component is the bit that wins. You start by keeping a racket base open, early prep. We stay very open to the front wall with back foot, and that allows you to actually have shot options, and it's very, very difficult to read. You transfer your weight from back foot to front foot just before striking. That creates the right spacing to the ball, and it really makes it difficult to tell whether it's going down the wall or cross court. At point of impact, you're stable, not turning around your body, and that gives you those shot options. And it's the strong body position and early movement that will actually confuse your opponent. Try not to turn your body too much and use wrist flick to turn and direct the ball. Your head should stay super still, and you use a short follow through. And if you can actually finish the follow through in front of your body, your opponent won't be able to see that follow through. So therefore it gets really difficult to tell where the ball's gone. You come off the shot still moving in the same direction you hit the ball, and that promotes power from your body and also makes it difficult to understand where the ball has gone. So it's a pretty good thing. Here it is in slow motion again. We come back and it's a strong short punch swing down to the floor, so it runs back into the back corner, and the outcome means that the player must have to go and get the ball before the back wall. So if she doesn't get this before the back wall, it's simply just not going to come out enough off the back wall for her to return it. Great stuff. So here's your boast target, a quality boast target. It's 2 bounces on the floor before the second side wall. This actually pushes the ball across your opponent and means they need to create the line from the angle of the ball. So the ball's going across, they need to create the line and keep the ball straight. It's much harder to drive straight. So once again, here it is. It's a flick or a push down the wall because he doesn't have body position, because he has to reach on full extension to get the ball, and it often creates opportunities. The best boast is the second bounce in the nick. So it's 1, 2, the second bounce is on the nick. Down the floorboard. So if I do that, that's my pendulum swing, and I finish that way. So I'm not finishing this way. Then I'm going to angle the racket and swing down the floorboard. So I'll come back half a step here,
and it goes across beautifully. So I often tell people I don't hit the ball into the side wall when I play a boast. I don't, I actually just deflect the ball in. So it's really, really quite simple. Here, there. It's just the best boast you've seen almost. Like, it's pretty phenomenal. And all I did was just pivot from my shoulder. If you can make the ball go down towards the front wall, then the ball will die faster. So if I go backwards, that will die faster because I made it go down towards the front wall. So, and then try and stay short on this one. You can go with the cross court. You can go cross court feed there. That will be beautiful because I've got width.
Here's our 66 hit backhand training exercise. We have one yellow cone or one yellow dot and the other 5 positions. You must go to each one of those in turn. So you go back to the yellow dot every second swing. Once you've finished those full 6 movements, then it goes to the next one, becomes yellow dot, and you simply just continue. You go through the whole process of knocking each one off in turn. It's such a good exercise. It's really good for footwork. It gives you a punch swing, early preparation, body effort. It's actually quite tough as well as far as the amount of effort you use and energy you use and speed of movement at the same time. So it's just really good. The footwork is not a standard footwork. It's not always the same. So therefore there's variation in footwork, and the timing and everything within your movement is really good as well. So there's so much to gain in this exercise. It's just a wonderful exercise, and it's quite taxing. It takes about a minute or a minute and 3 seconds I did it in. So if you can beat me, good luck, and there's a challenge for you. So get into it. Great exercise. I think you'll love it. We've got our 2-player routine for you today. It's a boast, cross, drive. The drive down the wall allows both players to swap from front to back, so a different player will be at the front. And it's really quite a good routine. If you, from the front, when you go cross, I suggest that you actually lift the ball up, and that gives you a little bit more time to make good court position and to be able to attack the next shot. Great little routine, get into it.